This guy right here is the neediest farmer in all of Mississippi, I promise.
You know it's hard growing up in the South. Trying to squeeze a dollar from a nickel just to put food in my little boy's mouth. I ain't got nothing left except the shoes on my feet and the heart in my chest, Lord. Just keep me beating for a couple of days so I can get this paycheck, keep these damn bills paid. They try to say we got it made low.
All right, back in Lambert, Mississippi today at Coldwater Planting once again, hanging out with these guys, just seeing what's going on. They're actually filling up with 32% UAN right now, so we're getting the nurse trailer filled up. Hendrick and his dad are already out in the field. Actually, Hendrick's checking water right now. His dad's out in the field getting ready to start side dressing with the KBA trig. So we're gonna get this filled up and head out to the field and see what's going on.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
They just stopped down there and they were talking, so I walked up to see what was going on. And what they're dealing with is this is some really sandy soil, so as they're side dressing, it's cutting a really deep trench with the coulter and the knife there. So what's happening here, and I'll show y'all, is it's cutting a pretty deep trench. That's probably 2.5 to 3 inches, which you really, what you want, you get over here, this is probably 4 inches, but what you want is you want this to close back up. So you want your furrows here where your coulter and your knife go through to close back up to hold that nitrogen in the soil, and they're not getting that closure right now. Nothing we can really do about it. Maybe pick up on the toolbar a little bit, but you know, sandy soil here in the Mississippi Delta, that's kind of what we have to deal with.
Bring the band in. Woo! Well, all right. Yeah, they want me to fit in, but I can't. I'm too different with it. Too advanced to think. You know my intuition. I got bars and ink, but never in a prison. Too far gone, never gonna sit and listen. This is optimism mixed with a bit.
Running over cotton. That's a half a bale's worth right there. All run over. Picked kind of a bad spot to walk through and look at this cotton here, but we'll walk over here where it's a little bit better looking. Most of this is probably still in the vegetative stage. Probably all of it is, to be honest. But we'll get over here in some of this taller, better looking cotton and take a look at it. So first off, everything looks okay. Not a lot of disease pressure, not a lot of insect pressure, doesn't look like. I know they sprayed for spider mites on Saturday right before we got all that rain, so most of the insect control should be pretty good. We're starting to get a couple of blooms pop up in here. You can see them right in here in that little V between the leaf and the stem. A couple more up here. Every bloom is going to turn into a bowl of cotton. So what we want is we want all these little blooms and all these little leaflets right here to hold on as long as we can. Biggest problem with getting yield in cotton, especially here in Mississippi, probably the same elsewhere, Texas, South Alabama, wherever, is we lose blooms on our bottom third. So when you look at a cotton plant, we'll just take this one here for instance. This plant's divided into 3 pieces. So you have your upper third, your middle third, and your bottom third. Your bottom third, which you can see here, these leaves are already falling off. So anywhere these leaves fall off, that removes a chance for a bloom to show up on this plant. So as those blooms disappear off that lower third, that's bowls of cotton that we're missing. So the biggest thing for us in retaining blooms and getting more bowls, that's our yield that's disappearing right there. So something we look at, calcium and boron applications, occasionally potassium, definitely nitrogen, which is what they're side dressing with today. So there's a couple of different nutritional factors that we can play with to help hold on to that lower third. Other than that, just maintain your disease and insect pressure, keep those down, and you should be good to go. So I might have found the only muddy turn row on this farm, which means Hendrick's gonna send me out there to, once it dries out, with a rake to fill in all these ruts, but it is what it is. Everybody makes mistakes, right? So anyways, finishing up side dressing over there where we were just at. As you can see, I found a pretty muddy turn row down there where the center pivot ran through last night, but Hendrick's getting set up back here to start spraying all this cotton that got side dressed yesterday. So coming out with a pesticide load for some thrips, white flies, things like that they're starting to reach the threshold on. So he's gonna get that sprayed here in the next couple minutes. This field here and this field over here, and then probably get back over to the other side of the farm where we were side dressing yesterday. In the meantime of all that though, we're gonna go over here and pull off an ear of corn and take a note from Hendrick and see what Monty's liquid carbon and AgriSweet tastes like in some corn. Hopefully it tastes like 200 bushel corn. We'll see. All right, Hendrick, I don't know what you were talking about in your last video. It's pretty damn good corn. It's got 18 around. Let's see what we got high. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 18 around, 47 high, so it's not bad. As far as the taste test, let's see what we got here. Yeah, that tastes like shit. Just kind of tastes like mud. But I guess if 250 bushel corn tastes like mud, then we're all right. Look at this invasive species out here creating competition in the cotton crop. Can't be having that. This guy right here is the neediest farmer in all of Mississippi, I promise. Continuing with the side dressing work today, I'm doing a little bit of an experiment here. We're doing a side dress in soybeans, which isn't uncommon, but what we're doing is a little bit different. So Hendrick's making his first couple passes through the field here, just trying to make sure everything's working right on the side dress rig. But what we're doing is we're doing 12 gallons of nitrogen side dress mixed in with Monty's liquid carbon, AgriSweet, which is the sugar solution that we put out in all the corn trial stuff over here. And then we've also got in some K28, which is a 0028, so a little bit of potassium, which these soybeans should love that potassium, and the extra nitrogen should kick them off as well. So we'll see what happens, and we'll keep in touch with this over the next couple weeks and see what we get.
Okay, 1, 2, and 3.
Third time's the charm. I didn't realize the circus was in town when I got here today.
Somebody got to keep the people entertained.
Why don't you tell the people what you're doing up there, Hendrick?
Fixing a hose because the clamp there was only got loose, so this hose shoot out and it was just hanging, so we just shoot a straight stream of water. So should be good right now.
So fixing to get the pivots going again because we hadn't had rain, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I need to get out of this corn.
Should have been a tightrope walker, man. Some nasty looking stuff.
All of a sudden my views just dropped on my videos. Like I struggle to get 1,000.
What are you posting?
Yeah, like the last videos that I did.
Yeah, but like what day of the week are you posting on?
I don't know when I have time.
So you can schedule stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, but I'm usually behind. Like I posted the
Right.
video last night.
Yeah,
That I
I
did
watched that one last night.
I did that. That was Fridays.
Right. Yeah, I'm like 2 weeks behind on mine because the one that's fixing to come out is from when I was in Indiana. And then I've got
Yeah.
another one from Indiana that's going to come out after that. The one that's fixing to come out is like 45 minutes long. It's probably way too long to keep anybody's attention. But the one after that, like, it's a huge, long, like, interview, and we, like, walk to the field and talk about a bunch of stuff. And then the next one is, like, an interview with the other Monty's rep that works up there. And then the video after that, it's already scheduled, is from, like, Thursday and Friday over here, and probably some of today. So I'm trying to do all mine on, like, Thursday. So I'm going to have one try to come out, like, every Thursday at, like, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that.
Like that guy, Border View Farms.
Yeah.
He does every day.
Yeah. See, I don't have the patience nor the time for that.
And he records everything on his phone and he
Right.
edits on his phone.
Yeah.
I don't know how he do that.
That video from Indiana that's 45 minutes long, it took me 8 hours to edit it. Just because there was so much stuff to, like, listen to and watch. And
Yeah, that's the part I don't like is you have to rewatch it.
right. Well, I hate listening to myself talk too.
You have to watch it before, like, as you edit it, and then
Right.
you have to watch it again to make sure this.
To make sure everything, like, transitions right
Yeah.
and smooth. Yeah. That's why I like making the little TikTok videos, because they're like a minute long and you just cut and paste pretty much. You gotta worry about being right. You watched that video I sent you last night?
I watched it this morning. I was in bed already last night. Because the day before that, I decided I'm gonna sit on the couch and play some Warzone.
Yeah.
And then they have that free trials of the party modes. So you just.
I haven't played Warzone in a couple months though.
Me neither. When I logged back in, I had to update to season 4.
Yeah.
Last time I played, season 2 just came out.
Yeah.
And so I played that party mode. You like 6 guys in a team, but well.
Dang. That's a lot.
But you don't talk to each other. It's like
Really?
a big team of like 30 people fighting, and you have to score. The first team that gets 1,500 points.
Oh yeah, that's like an old Battlefield game mode.
Yeah.
If you ever played Battlefield.
That's
They do
I
that.
like those. They are
Yeah.
quick.
I can't remember what you call it.
This was.
Battlefield, it was called like War Games or something like that.
Yeah, I got hooked on that,
Right.
and I went to bed like 3 in the morning. Because
Rebecca
after every
would-
game, I said, "Now let me do one more."
Yeah, Rebecca will whoop my ass if I can't to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. I've been playing Forza. Have you ever played Forza?
Yeah, my brother plays it.
Yeah, I've been playing Forza.
That Saturday night was the first time in a long time I sat down and
Actually played a game.
That this couple of months I was just editing videos.
I've been too busy, yeah. New baby, all that jazz.
I guess I'm getting too old to sit down and play games. Well, and
My
I've
wife
been
tries to tell me
watching SEAL Team.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool. So, and I started to watch Yellowstone from the beginning.
I can't get into Yellowstone.
I like the graphics in there.
Yeah.
I like it when that lady doesn't wear any clothes.
I had to edit that out so your wife didn't hear it.
Oh, she watched it with me.
Oh,
I
okay.
said, man, that's a nice pair. You don't over tight it.
What?
Don't over tight it. How am I supposed to get it loose again?
You're not. That's the
Oh.
problem. That's the point.
Mhm.
You gotta cut it off like the other one.
Mhm.
Tell me how to live my life, Andrew.
Just give him guidelines.
Guidelines are like rules and regulations. Nobody follows them. How tight can I get it, Andrew?
Tight, too tight.
What?
Tight, too tight as fuck.
That's what she said.
wonder if both was like normally the
There's a positive and a negative on there. I don't know.
I think that is, we did use the positive.
Too late now.
Let me keep on this wheel. We don't use our hammers on this one.
What's a hammer?
I don't know. And this seal thing that we put back together, it's still leaking.
Talk about that. On
But
the
it's because,
transfer pipe.
yeah, it's because when Brennan pulls it off every year, that seal got hurt.
What's he pulling it off for?
To hook this poly pipe on there. We'll see if it leaks now.
up this morning, waking up before it's getting 9. Kinda heavy on my shoulders, tracking down some moments back in time.
Farmhand Clay back at it again. Gotta get this trailer hooked up so that we can get this poly pipe roller loaded up. I'm way off base trying to watch the GoPro and the backup camera. Get the poly pipe roller loaded up so that they can take it to their other farm over in Clarksdale. Roll a poly pipe over there. There we go, we got it that time.